Give them what they wanted then. Whole bunch, whole crunch, whole bar. This talk that I could have hauled like I was Hulk. I was pissed when I started from the mid. I was even more pissed off type stuff. From a pistol that shot, from the apostle that taught. From this position I'm good, on this hill that I stood, till I'm still the best on the stills that I would have been. Torn in a mist if I didn't release this more from my lips. Till I would have got smoke from the big, some of this smoke that would mix with the fog and the delight when I talk type stuff, and then the talk could have been more small. So we could have been miniaturized, that's all that I'm saying. Captivate more that I had to say, until you're cultivating the petri like you're a scientist with lab coat on today. An ode to flow with what you hold. I hope it floats your boat. This ode I said like it was mold involved. Until you would have thrown the bow that was snow that's rolled. Until somebody wrote in a scroll something that I said. And then I would live forever, bitch. Like I just wanna be some Brad Pitts and Troy with my soul would twist. The right part of when I said something and released the fucking cracking from my lips. Crack the beer, maybe I'll crack the whip. Make a mark and beg so y'all could feel my pure intent. Involve some red that would drip, and then I'm back at it again with this pit that would grow. We get the ink from the octopus who's our friend with the suction cups on your skulls. To hold your heads in thunder, bro, asunder with a bunch of them was struck like thunder when I fucking said so. That was thunderous. It had the role involved in some golf and sang another country song for us. Then I said it, I'ma just devour y'all, not flesh at all, because in the flesh I could have pulled your soul from where it was, like it was inside a jaw with a lid. I did a fucking certain thing with my lips, so give the lid a spin. Then I dispense what I get with this all that was talk, as I give my all when it's done. It was awkward, I know, because it involved everyone, all of y'all, dog. And then this as I talk with, all would be sit like a bunch of them alpines that touch of them talks, because then I would have talked you all in for the slumber you want, and them seeds that would have lift your lips. Immediately big from the brush, and when them sticks would connect with them tall that would stretch them shores across the ground, because the shells would have never meet the beach if I get what I want with some. This would have been bubbles that pop when the rocks would get tossed from the wind that would hit, and the hit would be strong. Who more will flow? Oh no, no. Oh, none with all money draw till it was all done. The fault kid because they could have hopped from jet, because you couldn't have hopped on train on raw. That was threats. It probably made an 8 is all that I said. PS20 dog, bunch of these talks could have had numbers now, because everyone is a lumberjack. That's right. Figure that, you figure red. Figure 8 with Figaro, where fingers glow, and then a bunch of them with figurines would get snapped at the next, because I could have voodoo dog y'all, but I didn't want like Valhalla couldn't have got God if I did with vanilla that screwed from the cold place it was, through a cone that I crossed in my heart like it was a cup. I given my all, I'm not giving any at all. Maybe it's just the ointment that spread with all of these words were like lettuce that's picked from the place that they grow to the back of the pickup truck that would stop like it stalled, or stop like the driver was stoned. A stony mo with, a story I wrote with. A bunch of them were called to hold up the magnificence of all of it. If you'd stood back against the drift and then took it in like you never saw it. You never dreamt of all that could come like dreams, dog, because then I could soothe all. Some of this like a quill, all the feathers on. I plucked one by one, my plucky's mold, because then I guess I got it all. Before I got it, dog, because that was sent back like a fucking boomerang. I had to hack another one that then big to get the bark that it got. Then I fucking took it home like it's all that I want. Maybe you'll need to tell someone about how flows will grow on you, dog. I got an army of moles and dying to get sent out to the field to die and bring them home on a shield, or don't bring them home at all type stuff. And you could have talked the most heartwarming talk about how to live, not how he was off type stuff. Until you get half what I'm trying to send across every time that I start off, oh God. But then I start to sputter out like a Sputnik shot, the satellite assault, because that would have been the saddest night for y'all. More flow is what they owe, so I fucking said like I owe the O, so whenever I said so, oh what the hell is listen, turn it over with a knob that rolls. Then I fucking said some Pinocchio side unlocked too low, and then he laughed too much like he's human but he's not. Maybe his nose will grow that he tries to say that my flows were just off by this much as he holds his fingers real close. Boom! That's right. Now stick this mo flow. Drag it back, this fucking racket I have. Until y'all wish inside your chest it was lit with 1% of when I release from this. But has to have a glow or it has to be off, and lift the inside of your domes with half me talk, because then that would have been another hint where you should have put type shit, like put a pin in that shit, get back to it in a sec. When I dissect flow, another fro that I pinned to the table so it couldn't hop off. That's when I took the top from off of where my brain was kept, so I could rock with this brain that I got, let it go for a walk type stuff until it was done and exhausted, need to get back. Put this feet up, or maybe soak them in some water that's been warmed up, or maybe it was cold because summer's hot. Flow for y'all. Flow like you never flow like a fool for everyone. The most wise gets foolish, right? Know this in a previous life. So I'll give you a like at the bottom if you like, with some more of this that I would have said type sits until the acid would sit, and what you usually got the sense to comprehend of how taste sit from off your lips when it would once hit, and then I would hit on the point that I want to express when after I did type shit, the idea would be firmly placed in the place I want until the firmament would have broke. Spark like doesn't let us in, well it lets me in type shit. That's fucking right. Fuck y'all. With more flows and stores, y'all, because I fucking changed the way of flow, so maybe flow so shouldn't have been said so flustered, because then you got all flustered. When we share TWA. Why, of course. It's TWA. Why, of course. For it's TWA. Boom! Get it. Oh, we will.